Hello? Lisa?
Hi, it's Lisa. Yeah, it's Lisa calling. How you doing?
What's going on, girl?
What?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Hey, Lisa, thank you so much for calling back into the Just Talk with Sam podcast. We miss you. We talked to you, when you came here. And thank you so much again for gracing us with your presence.
Of course. What's up?
Oh, man, it's you. You have been killing it. Like, for starters, you got the play going on. You got, let's just jump right into that. Last time we talked, you talked about the play Stuffed, and you was talking about when you was developing it, and now this has now turned into, like, a big thing. Tell us a little bit about the play.
Yeah, well, what's funny is I expected it to have a little run last year off Broadway, no problem. But then, of course, once you get a little taste of, like, being on stage 8 times a week, having a good time with, all-female cast and a director, you're like, oh, this is cool. I'm like Hamilton. I'm like a theater person. So it ended up, some miracle where before the run was even over, we had a guy come in, an investor, who wanted to give us all the money to do the play. And luckily, by the grace of God, we got the general manager, believe it or not, of Hamilton. And it all ended up working out. And we got the theater of my dreams, which is the West Side Theater where the Vagina Monologue started. So I go, this thing is great because honestly, it's a 4-person cast. We talk about the issue that's been my bane of my existence, which is food for my entire life. So it all worked out that it's going to have a nice long run now, and it's taken on a life of its own.
Lisa, I remember, when we talked about this, and you spoke it in existence. You said this is something that you wanted to do, and you experimented with it. And now, it's, like I said, this thing it's a real thing. You talked about the West Side Theater. You got Eden Marlin. You got Marsha Stephanie Blake from Orange is the New Black. You got Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray. I mean,
dude, talk about a dream come true. This is Nikki Blonsky. Let me tell you about her. She breaks on the scene in this Hairspray movie with John Travolta. She steals America's heart. So they're like, one of the characters in the show is a big girl who likes herself just as she is. And I'm like, of all people, I always get that feeling from watching Nikki. I go, I bet she really is confident. Dude, we offer her the part. She, of course, thank God, said yes. And I meet her, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is what true inner confidence looks like. It's not conceit. It's just someone who's comfortable with themselves. I said, thank God. How did this happen? So, we got, real actors and a real director. And I said, a real theater. So sometimes, like you said, you speak it into existence, you put it out there, and you go, whatever's supposed to happen, it will. And this.
I mean, this show is just, and I say it loosely. We kind of talked about this a little bit. Celebrates the big girls,
Well, you know what? It does, because it shows that Nikki's character, who's in this play, is called Marty. She's the only one who sort of has beaten the odds and kind of has self-acceptance and self-love. Of course, I cannot decide if I like or hate myself. You got an anorexic girl who, God bless her, she just doesn't know what to do. And then you got a skinny girl who can't gain weight, which sucks too. But then there's this, like you said, with the big girl, she's like, you know what? This is me. I like myself. I was raised with some kind of love in my heart for myself. So, boy, I swear, if we were all raised that way, it'd be a better world.
Man, I mean, a lot of positive imagery with this, as well as, I don't want to give too much away, but a cautionary tale to some degree with some of the actors, just kind of, it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it is a kind of a cautionary tale of you don't start working on yourself. First of all, your health's in danger. Second of all, you're going to live a life where you don't like yourself. So I think we get those points across by still making people laugh, because I don't think I could do or write a play that was 100% serious. So of course it's got to have the Lisa Lampanelli laughs in it. But of course we could get a little serious. They let us get away with something due to the fact that we get them laughs too. So I think a point can be made with humor that sometimes can't be made without.
And that's awesome. And I know we touched on that a little bit, but I just wanted to give a quick plug out. Opening night is October 19th at the West Side Theater.
Oh, you still there, hon?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead. Say that last thing again.
No, I just said opening night is October 19th. Get your tickets now.
Yes, and I've wanted to say this my whole life because, you know, I'm a theater nerd. For tickets, you go to telecharge.com. I don't know why, but, you know, for my theater tickets for my stand-up, Ticketmaster. But the minute I heard Telecharge, I go, ooh, she's a real writer. So it makes me feel good about myself.
You made it to the big time. But here goes one thing I wanted to talk about, too. Not just that, because we kind of touched on that last time, and I know you're going to kill it because, I mean, the show is a subject matter that's near and dear to your heart. But one thing that's near and dear to my heart that you doing, you done jumped in our arena. You in the podcast world, girl.
I know. You know what? Isn't it funny how late I jumped on this bandwagon? I was like, what did I just stop churning my butter, too? It's like, you know, I'm an old broad. It takes me a long time to get with the program with you young, hip kids today. So I decided, you know, as a comic, you have to call into a lot of radio shows and promote yourself. Yeah. And I said, why don't I have an hour a week where I could just say whatever the F I want, not worry about language or anything like that.
Whoa. You just said F. You can swear. As fuck is okay.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I don't want to be disrespectful on your show.
No, you're good.
So, yeah, so I didn't.
Be yourself.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, I didn't know what the. Now I feel weird saying it, but I will.
You are a podcast host. You can do that now.
That's right. I didn't know what the fuck I'm going to send to myself. So, you know, I ended up getting this deal with a podcast company, getting sponsors, and I go, this is fun. For an hour a week, me and my co-host, it's called Get Stuffed with Lisa Lampanelli on iTunes. And I believe that because my life is so much better than it was before therapy, that I can now help people be better people. But dude, it ain't soft. Like, I'm tough love. Like, if you really want to change, I'm going to yell you into changing. I'll cure your panic disorder, but it's going to be by screaming in your face. So basically, it's me helping people the way I think they need. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. People listen, they enjoy it. So yeah, it should be pretty good.
Hey, I wish you nothing but the best. If you want tips about a podcast, trust me, you got my number. We will talk about this because it is fun. It is you being your genuine self. And I've been reading a lot about pretty much about the play. I'm so hyped to hear your podcast. I'm really clear to see what you think about this, mainly because this art form allows you to be yourself on a consistent basis, and I don't think you will have a problem with that.
Yeah, you know, I really like venues where there's no censorship. Like, I personally never did a lot of college gigs, never did a lot of corporate gigs as a comic, because I never wanted to, you know, edit what I say to people. Right. It's not their place to tell me. I'd rather not get the money. So, you know, this podcast thing, I really love that the network I'm on, Feral Audio, we're just like, yeah, we don't tell you what to say. We don't censor you. We don't say you can't crap on whoever you want to. So it's really nice. And, yeah, I'll let you know how it goes, man. Cross your fingers for me.
Oh, for sure. Hey, you got a listener here. I will subscribe, rate, and review. And speaking of yourself, you crap on people. I know who you are. You're the queen of mean. We didn't talk before. It's all good. It's all love. I want your knee-jerk response because we were doing the news right before you called in, right?
Right.
All right. I don't know if you heard about this. I just want your knee-jerk reaction about Kmart. How now?
Oh, my God.
You know? So you know about the plus-size thing with Kmart?
Yes. What they did was, I think you're talking about, they changed the name of plus size to fabulously.
Yes!
Fabulous size. Listen, now, as you know, I'm skinny and beautiful, lost 107 pounds, kept it off 5 years.
Right.
Here's how I feel. When I was fat, and I never skated over the word fat because I don't believe it's an insult. I feel it's just a fact. I would call myself fat. And people would say, oh, don't say that. You're not fat. You're heavy. I'm like, furniture is heavy. I am one fat bitch. So, I don't like skating around things because I think it's insulting. So, it's like almost treating someone as a victim with kid gloves. Now, let me tell you something. This Kmart, I think they should call these clothes what they are. Fat whore clothes. I say that these fat women, we'd respect you more. Hey, It isn't fabulous to be fat. It's not fabulous to be thin. It's fabulous to be comfortable with who you are. So all their sizes should either be fabulous or they should all be fat, skinny, and anorexic. That's what I say, and that is Lisa Lampanelli's opinion.
All right, Lisa, if I came to you, now here's what we were talking about a little bit before you called in. If I came to you, you're a big girl. Remember, you're a big girl, Lisa. And all you want to do is buy some clothes that fit you. And when you say, where's the plus size department, and I have to correct you and call it fabulously sized, what would you say to me as the Kmart employee?
I'd have to punch you in the dick.
That's about right.
Because I think it's condescending. Like you as an African American man, if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, black guy," like if I say you're in my show and I'm an insult comic, I go, "Hey, black guy," you're like, "Yeah." If I say, "Hello, my African American friend," you're like, "Fuck you, you're fronting." So this is the thing. Fabulously sized is fronting. Stop it. Call a bitch what a bitch is. She's a fat whore.
There it is. I mean, because when I saw this, like, I thought I was off track. Because I'm like, is this a thing? Because, you know, with everything being so PC, I thought, oh, shit, maybe I missed something.
No, you didn't miss anything. You're on the money with this, and I don't like it. I don't like everybody put...
Oh, come on.
You know what? It's not an insult. It's just who you are. And again, big women, they don't want to be pandered to. Just be the type of place that's welcoming and allows you to find the department quickly and easily. And by the way, big department stores, I don't know if you ever noticed this, walk around any of these stores. They always put the plus size near the McDonald's. It's a fact. It's truthful. It's degrading. So, and stop putting out those big bars of chocolate at the checkout counter because, like, oh, what's the harm? We go up to a size 26. We don't care. Stop making us fatter, you big douchebag.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
This is why
man. All right. I love your take on it because you made me feel like I'm not off base. But speaking of somebody...
You are not. You get it. You understand it. And I'm glad we had the opportunity to discuss this today.
Man. All right. Before we let you go, I know you're busy. I know you're doing your thing. But I was reading page 6. I'm sorry. I'm a junkie for it. I do read it.
Yep.
And you was just on there when you talked about where Trump, I don't want to say what he is, our quote-unquote president, because I guess I got to say that. He gave you the snub. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
It was funny because he was a gentleman enough to let me stay on The Apprentice for the whole show practically. So yeah, I got a lot of nice airtime out of that and a lot of money for my charity. But this was really funny, dude. So we're standing there, and he never was untoward with women. He was a gentleman, when I was on. I have nothing against Trump from that.
Okay.
So, but I wasn't his type. At the time, I weighed 248, so I wasn't his type. But every day he'd compliment the women. He'd say, "Teresa, you look beautiful today. Aubrey, you look more attractive with every week." And then one day he looks at me, and he's like, "Lisa," and I'm like, "Oh, wow, maybe I'm going to get a compliment." And he goes, "Lisa, doesn't Teresa look beautiful today?"
Oh!
And you know what? You just realize it can't hurt your feelings because sometimes you get to the weight, the age, or the handicap, you become invisible, and and that's why I say to these women, Sam, am I right on this? If you are a woman under 30 and you get pissed off when a guy yells nice jugs, you are an ungrateful bitch. Enjoy it! That's what me and the old bitches in the Red Hat Society call the good old days.
I mean, you just had look, I'm not a cat caller. I am a looker. I do the silent approach. But if you looking good, you're doing your thing, you done worked out, you bought yoga pants for a reason.
Thank you. You're wearing Lululemons in public so a guy notices your camel toe. Cut it out.
There it is. Man, I can't wait to hear this and everything else on your podcast. I am thoroughly subscribing. I don't know if you hear him. It's my co-host, BK. He out here. He helping us. She said hi, man.
Oh, how you doing, Lisa?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Listen, you are one of the prime reasons why I came to this podcast today. I said when he told me last week that he was going to talk to Lisa Lampanelli, and I said, "Is this the same Lisa that I think we're talking about?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I just want to hear her speak. That's all it is." And you.
Thank you. Now that your life is complete and you have a raging heart on, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh, man, you guys are fun, man. Thanks for having me on, dude. This is a blast.
As always. And I'll make sure we put this on our Facebook and Twitter and all that other good stuff. We love having you on. You know what I said this last time. Do not be a stranger. I know you're busy. You got a lot of projects going on. But whenever you get some time, don't feel, you can call in. Hey, yo podcast, once again, it's called Get Stuff with Lisa Lampanelli. I'm pretty sure you can find it. iTunes, Twitter, Feral Audio. It's all right there.
Thank you, man. God bless. And, hey, if you ever make it to New York, come see the play and say hi after.
I will make sure I do so. Thank you so much for calling in, Lisa.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Nigga, you better go to New York.
I am going, man. I got